Hi everybody, it's Coach Debbie. Welcome to my kitchen. I just finished a workout a few minutes ago and am ready for some post-workout recovery in the form of fuel. So I wanted to make a shake with you using just my shaker bottle. I know that most of the shakes I've posted, I use my high quality blender. I happen to have a Ninja. But I want you to know that all you really need is a shaker bottle, which requires no electricity, which is really convenient when you're on the go or at the office, in the car, things like that. And it actually can taste good. So mine is a little bit involved today, but I really think that you have a lot of these ingredients already in your pantry, or you should add them to your pantry. They're easy to find and they're great staples to have for lots of different meals that you can come up with. So we're gonna get started with empty shaker bottle. And these come with the fun little shaker whisk balls, which I love. And I'm going to start with chocolate coconut water. Now normally I would not tell you to drink this because even though it's low in fat, I'm looking at the ingredients, and pretty low in sodium and lots of potassium, a little bit of protein, it also has a little bit more carbs than I want. So this sugar content, which happens to be, the carbs are 16, 13 of those are sugar. I'm gonna limit this, but because I'm post-workout, I have a little bit of that insulin resistance, so it's okay to have just this once. And I am going to add, look how good that looks, like it's super creamy. And I'm gonna add some of this. I'm also gonna add a little bit of water. So, a couple of ounces of water and about 6 ounces of this chocolate coconut water. You can find this at any grocery store. This is nothing fancy. All right, so we're done with that. I'm going to put in next my organic unsweetened coconut flakes. So this adds that nice fatty coconut, but without the sugar. Again, this is a fat, which is good. Fats don't make you fat, but I don't want to have a ton of it, so I have to measure. I'm going to add in 1 tablespoon of unsweetened coconut flakes. And because this is in a shaker bottle, it's not really going to blend into the smooth consistency that a blender would offer. That's okay. I'm going to get some of my awesome fiber through my chia seeds. Again, I can find these in almost every grocery store. I've even been known to find these in the Mexican section of the grocery store, which is very unusual to me. But I've measured out a teaspoon of these chia seeds. Again, I didn't want to go overboard because I know I'm going to actually be chewing the seeds, so you can see how beautiful these are. And these are super cheap, which is awesome. I'm all about cheap. Okay, next up, I'm going to use some powdered peanut butter. Now, a lot of times in your shakes, you might want to add an actual spoonful of nut butter, but because this is in a shaker bottle, the powder seems to mix a lot better. I'm not a huge fan of PB2. I use it in a pinch, like now when I want that fat and I want it to taste really good and creamy. So I did measure out 1 tablespoon of my PB2, and this is the chocolate flavored. I'm going for the chocolate kick today. But just know it's not quite as good as other powdered nuts and not as good as nut butter. I'm gonna add some seasoning. Surely you have cinnamon in your pantry. If you don't, come on. And I just kind of shake that in. I like a lot of cinnamon. It's very tasty to me, and it has some antioxidants. It can help kind of increase your fat burning potential, believe it or not. Along with those spices, I'm just gonna add the tiniest bit ever of some nutmeg. 1 shake, that's it. And then everybody's been talking about pumpkins lately, so I have to add some pumpkin pie spice. If you don't have that, it is available year-round. Again, just like 1 or 2 shakes because it has a pretty strong flavor. You don't have to add that. If you're like a pumpkin hater, don't add that. Of course, I'm gonna add my NP Pro. This is vanilla. This is the cleanest protein powder that I found. It's plant-based. It has nothing artificial or bad in it. Truly, you can pronounce the ingredients. So I'm gonna put a scoop of that in. You can order this online from naturespearlproducts.com/fitwithdeb. And all right, so up next, cocoa. if you, listen, I'm gonna be real, I buy Hershey's, it's not ideal. If you can get some organic, go for it. It's really actually not that hard to find. I just happen to have some Hershey's cocoa, so I'm gonna use that up. I'm just putting in a 1/4 teaspoon, so petite, again, chocolate. And cocoa powder is super good for your chocolate cravings without expanding your waistline from the guilt that like a Hershey's Kiss would bring. Okay, my last and not my favorite ingredient, Renewal Greens. Now here's the deal. We probably don't eat enough vegetables during our day, so this is a great way to get my veggies in. The taste is not spectacular, but it's so worth it. I'm gonna put this in. Here's the deal. This has 41 fruits, vegetables, and botanicals. Lots of antioxidants, helps with immune system health. So it really is so worth the trade-off. And I've already added so much chocolate, it's really gonna drown out a lot of the kind of gross flavor. I've got some ice cubes because I really like my shakes to be cold. It freaks me out if they're not cold. And I'm just ready to drink my shake behind the wheel. I have to get my kids from the pickup line at school, so I'm just gonna shake it. And my breakfast is ready, and it's gonna stay nice and cold. I can keep remixing it. Look how chocolatey that is. Can you tell how wonderfully chocolate that is? I hope so. I'm so glad that you joined me in my kitchen today. Quick shake. You don't have to have any of those ingredients. Honestly, as long as you have liquid of any kind, even water, and a scoop of protein powder, you can keep it as simple as those 2 ingredients. But I had to overcomplicate things just to show you all the different options that you have. So I hope that you're subscribing to my free YouTube channel. I hope that you're gonna start making yourself shakes as well as your family. These are great for your kids and it's quick. And I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you later.